Hello. Stream. Thank you all so much for joining us again today. You can find us right here pretty much every Monday at noon. And we hope with these live streams to help you create engaging content as we give you a behind the scenes access to all the people who make the magic here happen at CMI. The Content Marketing Institute, if you don't know what we are, what we do, we are the leading training and education organization for all things content marketing. You can find more about us at contentmarketinginstitute.com. So with these live streams, we hope we can, offer you guys some practical advice, answer your questions, maybe even, admit to a few mistakes that we can all kind of learn from. But as always, it's you, our community, who are joining us today that help us with this conversation and make it meaningful for everyone. So please feel free to chime in. So speaking of advice and guidance, today we are talking about something near and dear to our hearts here at CMI this year, mentorship. A great mentor can literally change someone's life. And our mission here at CMI is always to advance the practice of content marketing and to drive change in our industry. So we've developed a great community, and hopefully some of you are part of it. And our community values helping other marketers succeed. And we want to take that just a little step further this year. So we are starting the CMI Mentorship program. We're going to place an emphasis on helping groups in great need of industry representation. And we will do this by leaning on our great community, that's you, their expertise and resources to help pave the way for future content leaders. So we're going to dive into all of that today. I see a lot of you checking in already. Please feel free to, drop me a hi and let me know where you are watching from. We love to see where you guys are all joining us from. So before we get started, let's talk about our question of the day. Do you have a mentor, or have you had a mentor in the past, or even have you been a mentor? That's also a good one too. I know I personally am part of a mentorship program where I live, where they match up first generation college students with professionals to sort of help guide them through the 4 years of college. And it's been an absolutely awesome experience for me. My mentee is actually graduating this year, which I'm happy about, but sad because the mentorship will be over, but I will for sure still be connected with her. But it's really been awesome for both of us. So hi, Eric. He's from Southern California. I see our friends at CMI are joining us as well. So yes, I'm excited about today's guest. It's my good longtime friend, Monina Wagner, who is the community manager here at CMI. She's joining us today in the hot seat, and actually she's usually the one working behind the scenes, but today she's so awesome. She's going to be doing both of these things today. Good morning.
Good morning. Fingers crossed it'll work.
I was going to say good morning. It's not really morning, but I'm not really awake yet because of the daylight saving. So, are you awake?
Lots of coffee. Lots of coffee.
I think I'm going to have another one after we are done here. I see a lot of people. We have people joining us from all over. Brian from Rochester. We have Copenhagen, Munich. Thank you, everyone. So please drop us a line and let us know. Stephanie shares she's been both a mentor and a mentee. And I think, they are both very valuable relationships to have. So how about you, Mo? Have you, who's your mentor?
I've had two. I've been really lucky. So one was actually a teacher of mine in high school. He was just fantastic. And now I have a mentor who's a CMO of a global consulting firm. But it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter what industry they're from, what their backgrounds are from, like a mentor mentee, like it's someone I go to. My mentor is someone I go to when I have doubts or when I need to bounce ideas off of them. And it's such a cool relationship to have. I'm so grateful for those relationships. How about you? Do you have a mentor?
I had a really great mentor in college who put me on my track into TV news, which I never would have done without him. yeah, we kind of talked about this, some great women in my life who've kind of helped me in different stages with some great guidance and advice along the way. So yes, but never like a formal mentorship program, which is what we are talking about today, which is the brainchild of you. Was a great idea. So why do you see a need for this mentorship program?
Well, it wasn't my brainchild, but it was a huge team effort. But I've been the community manager for a few years now, or more than a few years, and there's always been conversations in the community about mentorship. But there's always these challenges, right? Like, how do you identify one? Where do you find them? How do you ask them to be one? Once you ask them, like, what are the steps to take? Once you do, someone says yes. So CMI wanted to help with that. And, you mentioned our mission. CMI's mission is to advance the practice of content marketing. And now this is just another step and another way that we can do that. And we're looking to develop really leaders in content. And this time, though, we're really taking focus. We're paying close attention to emerging leaders from underrepresented communities. And it's so important now because, our audiences are changing, our industry is changing, our world is changing. And really this mentorship is really kind of helping to close that gap to make sure that we're really representative of what we want to be and who we want the industry, what we want it to be like.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited about this. And Mike is asking, LinkedIn has a similar mentorship program. And I often gave back, but received no feedback. How will your program excel, not just in sharing and caring, but also offering feedback?
So I'm thinking, do you mean I don't know if Mike means feedback between the mentor and mentee or feedback back to the organization, but I can address both. So with feedback to us and how the program is going, we welcome it, we want it, because we really do want to strengthen. We want to strengthen the careers. We want to strengthen the paths of future marketers, right? So we do want to hear that. It's how you learn. It's how you grow, not just within a mentorship, but just as a person, as an organization. So we do want that feedback, and we want it constantly. We'll be doing regular check-ins to make sure that the program is going the way that someone had hoped. And that's both for the mentor experience as well as the mentee experience. But that's also something that we're going to encourage between participants so that they have that expectation. They know, hey, something's not going right and something's not working. It's not fitting. I don't know if this is the way that we should be going. We want them to have that open communication and have those lines open so that it's really fulfilling a need for what they're looking for at that moment.
Yeah, he was saying feedback. He clarified feedback from a mentee. And we put sort of a lot of structure into it, which I think helps any sort. I don't know much about, LinkedIn's mentorship program, but more structure into it to make sure we facilitate those conversations between both sides. I think
Absolutely.
At least, the mentorship program I am in, that's it makes all the difference to me. So what are some of the benefits of a mentorship?
I think there's benefits all around, right? So I think benefits for our industry as a whole is like you're building leadership. So you're having this diverse mix of talent, you're stimulating new thinking. And isn't that really what we want in content, is to be able to bring forth, that thinking. And I think it creates this like inclusive culture. And I think those are really big, reasons why the mentorship program is so near and dear to my heart and, is supported by CMI. But I also think there's a lot of benefits for mentees. It broadens your network, right? You're going to meet a ton of people, not just the other mentors, not the other mentees, but their networks as well. I think it also gives a chance for one-on-one guidance. I think a lot of times in work, sometimes you don't find that support. And mentorship program kind of helps you give advice on your career path. It will give you, some wisdom, some perspectives on a current project you're working on. I mean, it's really limitless as to what that mentor-mentee relationship can be like. And specifically, if I can say for CMI, the CM world, the CMI mentorship program, you're going to get a chance to, our participants have the opportunity to attend Content Marketing World, whether virtually or in Cleveland. And we also have opportunities for them to speak at the event, which I know is a big thing for, professional development, for personal development, for a lot of marketers. That's something that they would like the opportunity for. So this mentorship program will give them that. And you know what? And you had mentioned too, Amanda, I'm sure you have seen a lot of benefits as a mentor from a mentorship program as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely learned stuff from her. You know me, I'm like getting old. So I've definitely learned stuff from her all the time. My mentee's great. So I see people still checking in. Jimmy from Texas. Gian, I hope I said that right, for the Philippines. Nasima, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. If you've ever had, if you've ever been a mentor or a part of a program, please feel free to let us know and let us know how it's impacted you. And Mike says he hit on mentoring importance with remote work from home. Stacy from Colorado. And I think we talked about this a little bit. The next question is, how do you make a mentorship successful? We kind of talked about that with Mike's question, but what sort of factors? I would say for sure, like the give and take, right? The back and forth.
Well, real quick though, with what Mike said, mentorship might have an even more important role now than it did, pre-COVID, because we're all craving that connection with people. And sometimes I don't have the opportunity now to run over to your cubicle, Amanda, and be like, hey, I need some help with this. I just need someone to listen to me. And I trust you. And, not being able to go into an office, you don't have that opportunity. And I feel like with the mentorship program, the way that this is set up right now, your mentor may not be in the same city as you. So working virtually, having a virtual mentorship program like this, I think is really a huge asset, and it's really beneficial. But back to what you said about a two-way street, that is what a mentorship is, right? So, mentors are key for growth. They're key for learning. I am so excited for some of the mentors that we have. Brian Piper, who was in our comments a little bit ago in our chat, he is actually a mentor. So I think they're so fantastic, but like you said, it's a two-way street. So, not only do both of you have to define it. So you need to know the goals. You need to know how often you'll meet. You'll have to know when you'll meet. But you have to set those expectations. But at the same time, you have to do the work. So as a mentee, if the mentor asks for you to do some thinking on your goals, thinking on where you want to be in 5 years, thinking on the current project you're on and how you can make it better, or what didn't work, what did work. But the mentors also need to be very open and receptive to that. And they also need to do their research, do their own homework. If there's something that they think like a mentee may benefit from, that they not even realize, that we hope that our mentors would be there to actually go that extra mile to really just help them, really help our mentees. And I know that they will. This is meant to be fun. And so we also encourage, for the mentorship program, we want them to have fun. Because if you're not having fun, then it's not going to be something that either one of you want to be a part of. We want you to be invested in it.
Right. I think that's key. You have to put the work in, right? If you want to get something out of it, it's a two-way street, put the work in. So how can people apply for the CMI mentorship program?
We'll put a link in the show description, absolutely, and in the comments, but we have an application process. It is very simple. We're asking you to take a look and be sure that you want to make that time commitment. The time commitment is really, and that you're willing to do the work. Those are probably the two biggest factors for us. We will ask you to submit a resume and it will not affect your chances of becoming a mentee, a participant of the program. But we would like for you to submit a short 2 to 3 minute video. Just introduce us to yourself. Just tell us a little bit about yourself that may not be reflective on your resume. And then we ask what your biggest challenges are right now, what you're looking for out of this mentorship. So we really want you to be honest and let us know what really could help you, because that's what we're looking for. We've had a ton of applications come in already, which is fantastic. So I just really want to let people know that if you're not chosen this time around, it may not be because you're not qualified for it. But we're trying to match the mentees and the mentors as best as we can with goals and skills, and time zones is a big thing too. So, we don't want anyone to be discouraged if they're not accepted. We do invite them to, to apply again, and hopefully we can make that match a better match for them.
Well, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a really great program. The deadline is Friday, correct?
It's Friday, yes.
All right, so
yes,
get those applications in. Thank you to all of you. She's got the link up there. She's so good. Thank you to all of you for joining us. Thanks to Monina for being here, and also running it behind the scenes. I usually thank you separately. Now you're doing both today. And thank you for all for sharing today. I'm Amanda with CMI, and we should be back here next Monday. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks. Bye, Mo.